Would you go oil drilling with black woman like Sonny Edwards? Or do you prefer rice drilling like Ben Davison and AKA Skins? Oh, you mean because that Sonny Edwards? He likes black women, don't he? So, Ben Davison and AKA Skins, they like Chinese women. I'm not into Chinese women or black women. They're like my least favorite kind of women, black women and Chinese women or Japanese. That's not racist, is it? But it's just a preference. So yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us know, Tyan. Thanks for that, Tyan. Yes. Wagwan shalom and salam alaikum. Yeah. So there we go. Another weekend of boxing. Yeah. Tony Yoka got beaten by Martin Bakole. It was about the only fight that I really enjoyed this weekend. Well, no, that's not true. But what I mean is that I was really into. The problem is you get older, you watch a lot of fights, you start becoming sickened, by boxing. That most fights are predictable. Yeah, you get the occasional upset, and I get on with that. Yeah, even Holyfield got ironed out, but on the whole, it's just predictable. Yeah, and you realize how corrupt boxing is. So even when it ain't predictable, they'll try and get, the favored son to win. But Tony Yoka. So Tony Yoka was he was a gold medalist supposedly, and he won it in Rio 2016 against Joe Joyce. Now Joe Joyce won that fight, I believe. Many people do. In fact, they later had an investigation and said, yeah, Joe Joyce deserves the medal, but it makes no difference because Tony Yoka still has the gold medal. Yeah, you see poor Joe at the what's it called, the ceremony, and he's got his silver medal. He's looking down, man, because he knows he got robbed. Yeah, but this is how corrupt it is. They thought, oh, Yoka, we want Yoka to win because also we've got his wife Estelle Mosley Yoka, won a woman gold medal, which is basically worthless. And they wanted her to win and him to win. Oh, it's a great story. But Yoka I'd always said he's accident waiting to happen. I'd hope he would rematch Joe Joyce in the pros and he would have a beat down and stopped. Bakole, I quite like him, but he's a lazy, fat guy, and he weighed 277 pounds, but he busts up Yoka early, He could have stopped him really, but he kind of lacked energy. He was out jabbing Yoka, and Yoka's best strength is his jab. So, and amazingly, right, he knocked him down twice, although one was just an ankle turn. It was weird, but one judge had it a draw. Like, this is how corrupt. He earned his bag. He's like, look, man, I had it a draw. But quite clearly, Bakole won. I don't think he's going anywhere special. I thought he would give Yoka trouble for 3 rounds, which he did. He almost stopped him. And then he'd tire out and get out of box and lose a close decision. But it's good to see you occasionally get these ones. Yeah. So Yoka, he's like a giraffe, the tall, skinny guy legs. You see his head. His head ain't heavyweight's head. It ain't a big bowling ball of a head that can take a shot. Yeah. And, he was exposed, and it's not really that big a surprise. As I said, I thought Bakole would gas and lose. I didn't realize it was only a 10 round. I thought it was a 12 rounder. But either way, yeah, good on Bakole. But Bakole's just one of them, like, hey, Africans, I come to the UK to make some money. I be heavyweight boxer. Yes, number 1. But he doesn't train properly, I mean, that's the truth. He could do a lot better. But it's good to see an upset. Yeah. And then we had Triller. Now, I don't know how how can Triller exist still? I mean, they do these awful shows, right? I watched a bit of it the next day. Yeah. It was like a family occasion. It had the Pulev brothers, Turvel, which sounds like Turtle's Head, and Kubrat Pulev. They're both about 40. And the Vargas brothers and Evan Holyfield on the card. Yeah, I thought Forrest might have a chance, but Kubrat at that level actually is good enough, He's third at the top level. Igay ironed him out, but he was suffering from COVID. And he also got ironed out by Vladimir. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how these things work, because Triller, right? They're like, oh yeah, we're going to do something different. Yeah, we're going to make it into a party. We're going to have some old hip-hop artists like Fat Cypress Hill. Yeah? We're going to have a Fat Cypress Hill and Onyx. And yeah, they're going to everyone's going to go, yes, mate, it's a great party. Listen, man, people don't go to boxing to party. They go to the club. Yeah? If I was like, you know what? I want to go to the club. I want to party. Yeah? I want to take the old school, in America they call them an X. In England, call them the E. Yeah? I would want to do that, like back in the day. Now, as I said, I don't prove that anymore because it's kind of hedonistic and it's just distraction in real life, man. But, if I want to go party, I go to the club. Yeah? Yeah? I don't go to a boxing show to watch a bunch of fat old hip-hop guys that are no longer relevant. Yeah? And there can be plenty of guys that are a bit older. They'll be like, I'm not going to go to this show. I don't want to go to that party. I want to see some boxing. Boxing's for boxing. If you want to try boxing, make money at a boxing show, you put on good fights. Yeah, you don't put on Cypress Hill. I'm surprised he didn't have a heart attack, man. Whatever his name is, I forget it now. Something B, not triple B. But anyway, and it might work for something like a Jake Paul show because Jake Paul's younger. He appeals to a younger audience, and they're not real true boxing fans, a lot of them. Although I'd see a Jake Paul show, depending on who is boxing. It might be a laugh to something different, but I wouldn't be like, oh, we really need to do another show like that. Yeah, maybe they can get NWA back together. I'd go and see that too. I think I'm in the minority. Boxing fans, boxing shows should put on good boxing fights. Yeah. And then you get Pulev won against Jerry Forrest, who's a decent operator at his level. And Pulev also, I got this picture of Pulev, right? He loves touching up women. You remember when he tried it on with that tried to kiss that interviewer, right? She accused him of being a sexual predator, but then all these pictures came out of her partying with him, and basically, everyone knew that Kubat smashed her. Yeah, so she's been kicked to the curb, man. Sometimes the truth will come out, and these hoes, these thoughts, well, they deserve what they get, man. They think, oh, I can get someone just because of my pum pum, and they're right, unfortunately, in many ways. But so Pulev touched up this black woman, this black ring card girl, and she was smiling. She liked a big alpha male, buck, Kubrat Pulev touching her up. There's a black guy on the side, a man. He likes it. He was smiling. He's like, yes, I wish that were me. Huh? Check out the pictures. Yeah, anyway, so we get the rest of the Triller show. And they must have pumped so much money. These guys like Cypress Hill are not going to perform for nothing. They must get minimum 50 grand for their 5-minute segment. Yeah, surely. But it carries on. I mean, you get all these companies, and they lose billions or hundreds of millions, like Triller, like DAZN. Sometimes they make it. I don't know, man. They're in there they're in there for the long term. It's like, we're going to lose some money, but eventually we'll make some money. But you know what? I can't see that with Triller. They basically rely on Jake Paul. But even the Jake Paul shows, I don't know if they made money. Yeah, but on the show, they went for the family theme. So they had Pulev brothers. They had Turtle's Head Pulev. I'm sorry, I find that amusing. Turtle's Head Pulev, who looks like Kubrat. He's a cruiserweight. He's unbeaten, and he got a loss against Sergei Kovalev, who's lost his power, He's moved up to cruiserweight. He's lost his power. He's lost his destruct and destroy attitude. He's old and he's an alcoholic. You know, I like Kovalev, and he was treated badly in award fights, but he's gone. And you got to remember, cruiserweight, it's not just moving up a weight. You know, when you're at the lower weights, you move up like 2 or 3 pounds, and you move up a weight. He's moved up 25 pounds, yeah, from light heavyweight, 175, to cruiserweight, which is 200, it's 25 pounds. He looked a bit chubby in the waist. He boxed well, you know, but he hasn't got that killer instinct. He's finished, really. So, I don't, you know, he's not relevant. Same with Kubrat Pulev, too old. Same with Turtle's Head Pulev, too old. Yeah? Yeah, these guys. I mean, I don't know what Triller think, where's the money going to come from? You know, these guys are not even American, and they're doing American shows. Yeah? So, I'm sure they must have given away a lot of free tickets. Yeah, I can't believe for 1 minute that people are going to go, oh no, I wasn't going to go to that fight, but then Onyx and Cypress Hill are on it. They're going to do like one track. So I'm going to buy a ticket, even though I'm not interested in boxing. It's nonsense. They've tried these kind of mixed shows before where they have DJs, yeah, in the middle of boxing fights. And actually, playing a tune in the middle of the rounds is fine, but they used to have DJs. Yeah, there's a guy in London who tried it. I think his name was Alan something. And he'd have a DJ, and he'd be commentating throughout the fight, going, what a knockdown, or whatever, you know, mixing, and it failed grossly. Yeah, of course it will fail, man. Like, no one goes to football to see a rave. They go to see a game, they want a good game, and then they go to the club later on and get mashed up if they want that, right? So, the other things they had Vargas' sons. You remember Fernando Vargas? Yeah, he was a decent fighter. I quite liked him, but he was a kind of ghetto type Latino guy. He'd talk big. Well, he can't talk so big now. He's like a bit punchy. He's like, one of them idiots. But he's got some sons. Yeah, I think the names are Fernando Jr., who looks just like his dad. Yeah, he just needs that little blonde thing at the front of his head, which I kind of like, weirdly. He's got Amado and Emiliano. These guys have had some amateur experience. Yeah, Emiliano was the best one. He turned pro, had a debut. I think they all won on knockout last night. He won the national junior champs. It doesn't mean a lot, but, you know, it means something. Yeah. You know, only one of them will have a chance of making it. It'll be like the Eubank sons, you know. There's only one that really makes it. The others are just names. And it's become a real theme in boxing now. Oh, look, the sons of, even the daughters of X, Y, and Z are fighting. Let's watch it. Because it carries some weight, the name. But, Fernando Jr., I don't know, Emiliano. I don't think Amado will make it. But the others could do well. And on the same bill, the last fight was Evan Holyfield. So that's obviously Evander's son, Holyfield. Now, what I find weird is when they get like heavyweights and they got sons and they weigh 10 stone, 140 pounds. Like, you have this, sometimes you have like, Joe Frazier had a son who was 140 pounder. He had Marvis, is the most well-known one. You know, and then you get like Evander Holyfield's son. I think he's 140 pounds. He's got the skinniest legs I've ever seen. He kind of looks like his father, but he looks like one without HGH. And he got flattened by this total outsider. You know, I've heard he was thousands to one on. I mean, you know, the Holyfield. I don't know if that's true. They always lie and exaggerate about bookies' odds, you know, when they write an article, because they want it to sound good. I read an article saying, it's 10,000 to 1 on. If you bet on the other guy, you bet £1, you get 10,000. No, you wouldn't. They never offer that in bookies. Yeah. Even if you get one, the most they'll go on a boxing fight is 100 to 1 on. Yeah, the favourite, but yeah, the guy, his opponent, will be something like 20 to 1 at the most. They will not go below that. Trust me. So whenever they tell you, you know, it's 100 to 1 on, no. The favourite was 100 to 1 on, yeah? But the opponent was probably 20 to 1. So you'd get £1, you get your £20 back. But regardless, it was good to see. He caught him with a good shot. His skinny legs gave way. He was ironed out. You know, it's just another one of the cult of the sons of the legends. I mean, have we got a single son who's achieved more than his father in recent times? I don't think so, man. Yeah? You might get like a journeyman kind of father who has a son who's really good, but the legend sons just never stack up, man. But again, it's good to see an upset. Evan Holyfield, Holyfield's got like loads of kids, isn't he, from different women. Yeah, he's a fake Christian as well. He took an awful lot of it. He took so much HGH, his head changed shape. Look at his head. Yeah, he went totally bald because he was taking tests as well, and his head became wider, like Pacquiao, like other guys that take a lot of HGH. And his son, he's a bum basically. Well, not bum. That's a bit mean. If you can't take a shot from a guy that's lost more fights than he's won, it's got 3 KOs out of 15 fights or whatever. Come on, man. You're gonna get ironed out. The other thing about Triller, so Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Baby Miller has come back on Triller. Now, he gets a lot of stick. Oh, he shouldn't be fighting. He failed 2 drug tests. Listen, man, if drug tests were reliable, if there weren't such things as masking agents, cycling, if there weren't such things as bribing the drug testing organizations. Imagine, we used to see these, I remember in the 80s and stuff, there's women so muscular, and the Chinese women's swimming team, I think in the later on in the 90s, they were just so obviously completely roided, but they never failed a test. Hardly anyone did. Yeah? I mean, if you believe it's not possible to bribe people. Yeah? And the other thing is, for example, there's so many ways to fake the test. What's his name? Lance Armstrong, the cyclist. The big story. He never failed a test. And cycling is rigorous, the testing there. Never failed a test. It's only when they tested his stuff after he retired, they found his testosterone levels were through the roof. Well, why couldn't they not have found it at the time? I mean, testosterone levels is an easy test. It's because it's all corrupt, man. It's all corrupt. Why did they shoot down Lance Armstrong when he upset someone? He did not do what he was asked to do. Yeah, elite-wise. So they bring him down, and now they ruin his reputation. Undeservedly, you could say. But don't think that everyone else is doing it. He's not doing it in cycling or anything else. Yeah? So, Big Baby stepped out of line with Joshua, and they didn't want the golden goose to get shot down because they knew he was freaked. And they were like, well, come on, man, we got to pull this guy out. Joshua ain't right. He's going to lose to this guy. Oh, we'll make him fail a test. Yeah, we'll actually do a test properly and find out he failed. To try and suggest that Gay J is not juiced up. People go, he's never failed a test. How naive and stupid and ignorant do you have to be about drugs and sport? Yeah, the 1998 Seoul Olympics, the 100 meters. There's a big story at the time. Yeah, Ben Johnson won, then he failed with his yellow eyes. He was so juiced up, his eyes went yellow. and it turns out every single person, the 8 people in it, finalists, including Linford Christie, Carl Lewis. Carlos was supposedly the clean one. They all failed tests at some point, right? All of them. Not for that match. Not for the 88 Olympics final, but later on. Or before. Yeah? This is how corrupt it is. Mike Tyson even said, I used to have this fake tool, this fake willy. I used to take it out and have get urine from a kid or whatnot and push it out so I'd pass the test. Yeah? Now, Tyson claimed it was for illicit drugs, like the recreational drugs, such as cocaine and weed. But the reality is, Tyson was one of the first juiced up ones. You just need to look at his physique at a young age, as he grew up, and how different he was when he was in prison. Tyson definitely was juicing. Yeah. I think Richard Giachetti was in his corner once, and he said he juiced up all his fighters. Yeah. I mean, this is how corrupt it is. And the other one is bribery. Yeah. As I said, I unearthed some stuff about Gay J being tested in the Olympics. Yeah. And by UCAD, and one of the people testing was someone who lived right near him. Yeah. He was from the same tribe as him. Yeah. From Nigeria. Can you believe that? I'll unearth that again. And yeah, I've got a lot to unearth, man. I've got a lot of people to expose. Like I said, Adam Smith and Gay J are the main ones. But, man, like I said, I'm hoping to... I think I might detox for a bit and get myself feeling better because I've been a little bit... like I said, I don't know what's happening, man. But the Triple B has lost a bit of energy. I don't know whether it's 5G, yeah, or whether it's nutritional. But I'll find out, man. So yeah, I apologize for not doing as many videos, and I will do them videos. Don't you worry, man. I'm not no porky liar. Yeah. The other thing, what do they have? Oh, they had the boxer prize fighter type thing. I don't really want to talk about it that much because it's whack. It's a Ben Shalom thing, but now he's moving on to bigger things, right? You know, Ben Shalom's going to take over the boxing world, and how did that happen? You know, it didn't happen because he was really talented and really good and good at putting together fights. You know, he's had a bunch of companies, some of which have folded. Yeah, he's been chosen, Shalom. Yeah, believe me, he fits. He fits the profile exactly of what they want from a boxing promoter. Yeah. Finally, yeah, I've had some stuff. Some people have been talking on my comments. I always like to interact with my people, and they've been talking about some weird stuff that goes on in Dubai. Now, obviously, I know about the the TUE and drug taking, all that kind of stuff, and the alleged doctors giving you whatever you want. But I'm talking about much creepier stuff, much disgusting stuff. I'm talking about, I don't know, man, someone said something about porta potty, which is when these rich guys, they got so much money that they're almost competing to do as much disgusting stuff as they do. And they get, hookers, to dump on them in the mouth and thing. I know it's disgusting. No, I can't believe it, but there's an allegation that some high-level boxers have been involved in that. Yeah, and two of the boxers that spent a lot of time in Dubai, Chris Eubank Jr., and Anthony Gay J. Joshua. So we'll see what comes out of that. But basically, I'll be bringing out some strong videos lined up. I definitely need to do the work. We're going to get it together, and we're going to keep exposing these people. Yeah. I've got another great tip and link, about the Fury family, which is very disturbing. A number of things on there. It's very worrying, the stuff that's going on, and the stuff that's been brushed under the carpet. Like, I'm a Tyson Fury fan, or at least I was, until I realised he sold himself. And probably he was always on the list to be manipulated, and he went off the track, and then they attacked him, and then he had to get back on the track. That's what I think it is. We'll be finding out hopefully next week. All right, guys. Remember, always be suspicious. Never trust what you're told in the mainstream media. Never trust what's good. Never trust anybody who's a celebrity, who's too rich. Yeah, these people are all part of the system. Peace.